shit. Almost lost the front end there. Damn, this would be cool if this water wasn't as brown as doo-doo water. See, that's the thing about like flat areas, is that it'll never be cool as a mountain. It's a dope spot for 1700s. It's a dope spot for 2025, but I don't think it's overheated, but it's probably running hot because it smells a little, it looks almost like a bar. Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be exploring the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Jumping on the WR250R. Getting this thing down here was a pain in the ass. I used my hitch here. Somehow this thing bended forward. I bended it back, but somehow that broke off. The bike tipped over, spilled coolant. It's like my first time putting this bike on the hitch since I bought it. And yeah, for some reason it was a struggle. I think it's because of the new knobby tires that I put on it. I don't have any tools with me because this was kind of like a random idea. So I didn't bring much stuff. I was just gonna come down here really quick, go for a ride, make some content, and head home. But now, to fill this, I need an Allen key, which I don't have with me. And the coolant line is pretty low. This day, honestly, has been a decent shit show. I'm gonna start it up, ride it a little bit. If I feel like it's overheating, if I feel like it's running hotter than normal, then I'll just turn around and I'll put something up. I'm close to like the historic ghost town right now, you know, the one that they marked off, but there's other ones that are in the middle of nowhere that I wanted to go to, and I wanted to do some riding right here because it looks fun. Let's give it a go. Let's hope this doesn't overheat. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's kind of a cool day out today, so not that worried about overheating, but still. Alright, so I think the first, like the historic ghost town, which is called Batsto Village, I think this is it right here. But we're just gonna explore a little bit, see what's down this way. I just want to see if this thing, how it's running. It didn't lose that much coolant, but it was enough to like make a decent sized puddle on the ground. Wow, dude, sand is so hard to ride in. Oh my god. It's like you could be going smooth 1 second, then your front end just digs into the sand and you lose control of the bike. How the hell do those Dakar guys do this shit? Now, from what I've read, I thought it was best to lean as far as you can and take some weight off the front end of the bike when you're riding through sand. If there's a better method, you guys please let me know. I also read that speed helps a lot, but I don't want to go too fast and destroy myself. I do find it's a lot better when you're in the attack position and not sitting. Wow, it's kind of nice back here. These trees are super cool looking. Okay, well, let's see where we're at. Why don't we go up this way? We'll go up here, make our way to here, come back down. I might want to grab my camera, so I want to go back. We'll go back this way, and we'll make our way. We'll do a big loop for now, see how the bike is running. Well, I guess this is what the Pine Barrens are, just a whole lot of this. I couldn't tell before when my bike tipped over off my tow hitch. I couldn't tell if the coolant came from the reservoir or the radiator. If you guys have an idea where the coolant will come from when your bike tips over, if you can let me know, that'd be awesome. But This would be cool if this water wasn't as brown as doo-doo water. This would be nice, but it ain't. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of over the sand already. This is like really cool over here. Let's take a better look at this. See, that's the thing about like flat areas, is that it'll never be cool as a mountain. Because there's nothing, there's no summit, there's no place you end up. There's just a flat piece of land where it all looks the same. If you don't have something to climb or something to descend and get a view of it, then it's like, what's the point? It's kind of fun now. It grew on me a little bit. You just gotta go faster. Alright, it's too much to read. But they had an iron furnace. This was life in the village, which looks like what the Amish people do now, kind of. And this was the guy's mansion. That's a dope spot for 1700s. It's a dope spot for 2025, but to have back then, this kind of house, when people had nothing, that's crazy. Alright, here's the mansion. Staff entry only. It's probably pretty creepy in there, I would imagine, especially at night. Wood burning fireplaces were once used at Batsto Village for both heating and cooking. The logs that were cut for use in the mansion may have been stored in this building. The objects that are presently on display here in numerical order from left to right reflect Batsto's agricultural past. So I knew this place was going to be like, you know, this is their historic landmark for this area. But there are allegedly hundreds of ghost towns, probably not still standing like this, but there are a ton over here from what I've read. So I do want to go find those. I'm not sure if I have the time, and I'm worried about my bike because I lost the coolant. So we'll see, but for now this is what we're This is what we're scoping out. That's cool. $1830 horse barn. Blaze, that's a dope name. Cheyenne. Wow. See, this thing about the East Coast doesn't really have like old mining towns like they have in the West. We're lacking so much stuff compared to the West. No mountains, no ghost towns really. I mean, this is a ghost town, but it's not one that you can just ride to and it's still wild. You know what I mean? I owe my soul to the Batsto store. What if your paycheck can only be spent at a single store? The building in front of you is Batsto General Store. This was not just a place for shopping. People gathered in the general store to hear the news of the day, socialize with other villagers, and relax when they were not working. For much of the 1800s, the general store operated as a company store. This meant that workers in the village were not paid for their labor with ordinary money. Instead, they received company scrip, which could only be spent here at Batsto's store. I mean, back in the day, I'm sure that was fine, but nowadays, if I worked a job and they were like, listen, you can only spend this at Best Buy, I'd be like, blow me. Batsto's owners controlled all the housing, goods, and services within the village. Using scrip rather than money greatly benefited the Richards family. Obviously, it's like, I'm going to give you... They're just paying them with more revenue, right? If someone works for you and their payment is more revenue for your business, obviously it's better for the Richards family. Workers who could buy most of what they needed here at the general store, prices were high though. The Richards family could place steep markups on goods. Bro, not only were they paying them with store credit, but they were marking up the product. Knowing that people in the village could not easily shop anywhere else, that's messed up. Batsto's workers finally won the right to be paid in cash after a successful strike in 1867. Bro, not only were they paying their employees with store credit, they would mark up the prices. How insane is that? This is kind of cool though. This looks almost like a bar. Wow, I can't believe this is actually still here. I'm sure none of those items on the shelf are, I mean, maybe they are, but I doubt they're from, you know, the times. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I mean, just the story of them getting paid in store credit for inflated products. All right, guys, we're back on the road. I just talked about a whole bunch of stuff, but I wasn't recording. I think it might be, I don't think it's overheating, but it's probably running hot because it smells a little different than it normally smells, you know? When the engine's running hot, you can smell it. So I think I'll probably end this video because I wish you guys could have saw the bike hanging off the hitch. It was crazy, man. I've never had a bike do that. All right, guys. Sorry this was not a great video. I promise they will get better. I knew this idea wasn't going to be great, but I thought it was going to be at least decent. I thought I was going to check out more ghost towns and remnants of this area. But because of this bike and my time constraint, I've got to start heading back. I've got an early morning shoot tomorrow that I have to prepare for. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Sorry this video sucked. But there's more coming and they're going to be good. I really want to explore the world on this thing and take you guys along with me. So if you watch this, I appreciate it. Till next time.